Hi everyone, welcome back to CrochetRocks. Tracy here, and if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and hopefully you'll be informed when new videos pop up. So I've got a yarn of the week to show you and a couple of little announcements. So before I get into the yarn, before I forget to do the announcements, I'll tell you. I say a couple, I've already forgotten one. So one of them though is that for those of you who like my mystery boxes, you might have noticed the stock levels on my mystery boxes are quite low and some are out of stock. Well, this is because I had to kind of take stock, and it's a little hard to take stock when majority of your yarn is not even here, it's somewhere else. So some of it I've had to kind of rethink a little bit. Now, one thing I do have is a lot of different Aldi yarn. So there's no danger just yet of those ones being discontinued or out of stock. I've got tons of it. So Aldi's fine. Likewise, the usual kind of normal mystery box, the branded mystery box. I know that doesn't sound right when you consider that Aldi's yarn is branded and Poundland's yarn is branded, but when I say that, I mean a mystery box full of UK brands that are like King Cole or Signet or Stylecraft. I don't think they're not UK, but you know what I mean. They probably are, to be honest with you. Yeah, they are. So all of these yarns that you see in my shop will be kind of in there. But the only other one that I can really fulfill with, you know, knowing that I have enough to do that at the moment is the combined high street mystery box, because they will contain anything from the UK. So they might have some Poundland in there, they might have some Aldi, they might have some Pound Stretcher, they might have some Wilko, they might have some Hobbycraft, and likewise they could have any of the yarns from the UK in there. So they're just a combined UK high street mystery box, because you know you can buy James C. Brett in the high street sometimes if you're lucky enough to have a yarn shop left in your high street. But a lot of, you know, there was, I know a couple of places where I can go and buy some King Cole, and it does tend to be lower priced stuff, possibly, but I can buy it. And I can buy James C. Brett in a couple of anything shops, you know, that sort of thing. But, you know, I can go into Dunelm and I can get some Hayfield or some Sirdar. So, you know, there are shops where you can go and buy all this stuff. So some of those yarns could find their way in. So that's just the combined high street mystery box. And all of those brands, you've seen me do yarn reviews and yarn hauls in the past, whether that be the Aldi events, because remember I do have rather a lot of that. So that's a combined one. So I've got Aldi ones on their own and I've got combined ones. So for you guys, I'm talking mainly to you guys across the pond. Over here, the yarn box, the mystery box, contains all of the yarn that you'll see in my shop, but it won't contain those high street brands that you can go and buy. So it won't contain Aldi, Poundland. It won't contain possibly even Hobbycraft, because you can go to a Hobbycraft, unless you haven't got one near you, of course, and it's a bit much. But for the UK, we don't need to see those in a mystery box, but the other brands that I stock could be in that mystery box. So predominantly I'm talking about the mystery boxes for overseas. And the reason it's kind of changed is because Poundland have effectively put up their prices, and so it is not as good now to buy Poundland yarn as it used to be. However, got a lot of stock of it, so it doesn't affect me as much in my shop right now. But I have put up quite a lot of yarn bundles, and I have enough to fulfill those yarn bundles and some extra that I can put in combined mystery boxes. But I'm not sure how much of it I've got until I can get all my yarn under one roof and do proper stock takes. It's a little hard for me. I don't want to go doing all these mystery boxes and find I can't fulfill the yarn bundles, you know. So I need to get it all under one roof so that I can do a complete overhaul of all my stock and see where I'm at, because I know for a fact that where I've taken bits out as well, I might be a little bit light on stock on. Don't get me wrong, I've still got enough stock for everybody, but you know, there might, when I say I might have 20, I might have 19. So, you know, that's just things like that really. So that's mainly my biggest announcement, is that I still have them, but at the moment, if you wanted to get Poundland yarn, I would suggest you get the combined one as well. And in the beginning, when I first opened my shop, I used to get somebody who would, for instance, order a Poundland mystery box. Gary is trying to come in really quietly so you can't hear him. They might get a Poundland mystery box and they order an Aldi one at the same time. Well, you don't really need to do that if you get the combined, because you'll get both. So it depends how much quantity you want of it, I suppose. But you know, the Aldi ones have always been very popular, and so have the Poundland ones. Bye, Gary. Now I did think about the other announcement just then. Oh, it isn't it, but I figured another one. When I do a yarn of the week and I discount that yarn in my shop, that's how I kind of work it. I do the yarn of the week and then I kind of put it on a special offer. I have to say that all of those yarns that have been my yarn of the week, I still haven't put the prices up of those. They're still there on the special offer. So regardless of whether you like this one today, or you liked the James C. Brett one I did last, or you liked the Stylecraft one I did before that, they're all still at this precise moment in time on that special offer. So you can still get them. But I wish I could remember the other... The other thing that I've got to tell you, just going to have a little bit of tea. But at this precise moment, it's gone out my brain. Hopefully, by the time I finish this video, it might be back. So this one, this yarn of the week, is a cake yarn. And I've not done a cake yarn before. Now, for some reason, I do seem to be... Whether it's because I love their yarn so much, but it's another Stylecraft. And this is the Batik Swirl. And they do have some absolutely gorgeous colours. Now this one is all the dusky mauves with greys and light greys. Really beautiful. I love it so much. And there is a free pattern on the inside, which is a cowl or infinity scarf or whatever you want to call them. Now this one's called Purple Mist, 3730 Purple Mist. I love this one. I really do. I love purple anyway, but when it's all kind of moody, I do like it even more. Now this is 80% premium acrylic and 20% wool. There's 550 meters or 601 yards in this, because it's bigger. Is it 150? No, it's 200 gram cake this is. So each cake has 200 grams. So there's quite a lot of yards and stuff and meters in that. So this one I love. But then, to be honest with you, I love them all, because they, well, what's not to love? It's yarn. So I'll show you this one next. This one's kind of, it reminds me some time ago when these kind of colour schemes first came out, where they would distress it and have the white interspersed with it. It became really popular for furnishings, and I got really into it in a big way. This one is called 3738 Hedgerow. Again, all the same dimensions, but this one's hedgerow. I'll turn that off before I shine it in your eyes. But I love this one. I love them all. They are so pretty. But it's got some gorgeous autumnal colours. And the other day and yesterday, we were driving along the motorway. Yesterday we went shopping. Well, I went shopping with Michael and Gemma and Tyler. And the time before, Gary and I took the girls to see some fish in a huge aquarium. It's only like fish you buy, you know, but they've got lots and lots of them and they love to look. So we went there and we didn't buy any fish, but we bought some weed, beside the point. But we went along the same road and the colours were absolutely incredible. All the autumn leaves were turning. There's some were red and some were russet and some were like brown. It was just, the colours were absolutely phenomenal. And this reminded me of it for some reason, because we've got the browns and the oranges and the reds and the greens, and they're all kind of merging along the roadside, because we go past a lot of forest, but even so, a lot of the time along that road is just tall trees and shrubs, and the autumn colours are just beautiful at the moment. They absolutely are. You can't beat fall for that, or autumn. Fall, as you guys call it across the pond. Now this one is gorgeous. I absolutely really love this one. It is beautiful. And again, we've got that free pattern. It's the same pattern on all of them. I don't know if it's crocheted or knitted. Does it say? Pattern also available at Stylecraft Yarns, so you can get the pattern on their website. This is 3735 Highland. Isn't it just gorgeous though? Look at those beautiful colours. Really, really nice. So that's Highland. I still haven't remembered what I wanted to tell you. This one, wow. Oh, look at those colours, aren't they amazing? You know I'm a sucker for blues, and blues with, this is more of a blue, and then it goes into like teals. Oh, it's just stunning. And this is called Blue Ocean, 3732 Blue Ocean. Goodness gracious. I just look at that and I want to use it straight away. I've got one more left to show you, and I still can't remember my other announcement. It's probably the most important one of them all, you know. It's always a way of forgetting. Anyway, this one, look at that. This is just gorgeousness in a cake. So remember, these are all 200 grams, so there's quite a lot in them. And this is called Meadow, 3736 Meadow. But I didn't want to show you these two quite so close together, because they're both the kind of rainbowy type ones. But oh, you know what I'm going to say, yarn boobies. Yarn boobies. And then there's these two. They're all just lovely, they really are. But although I said it had excuse me, I keep drying up in my throat. I said it had a wool content. You can't feel that wool. It will keep you warm this winter, but there's no feel to it. You know, sometimes you can feel wool, you know what I mean? But I can't feel wool at all in this. Okay, now I've got the band off. Let's have a little look. It's a crochet pattern, guys. It's a crochet pattern. Can I see what it's called? Cowl in Batik Swirl DK. Imaginatively titled Cowl. But yeah, that is a crochet pattern. So I'll zoom in a little bit more if you want to see it. But you can't really see it. You can just see her, really. But she obviously did it in this one. But that's my yarn of the week. So remember, it's on special offer. By the time you see this, I will have adjusted it so that it is. And you won't be disappointed with it. It is just gorgeous. So don't forget, there's still a discount code for those items that are not sale, and that is Step Into Christmas, all one word, capital S, capital I, capital C, Step Into Christmas. And every time I say that, I just want to burst into song, but I won't put you through it. And Step Into Christmas will be valid as a voucher code right up until 25th of December. I chose that day because I'm saying it's Step Into Christmas, and that's 20% off all non-sale. And that's not just yarn, that's on anything that's not in the sale. Anything. Stitch markers, scissors, whatever. So that's my yarn of the week. Hope you like it. I do. I love it, actually. And they do. Oh, I also have a Batik Stylecraft 50 gram ball. And they are some beautiful colours, and they're very similar in that. So you could always, if you wanted to, get a solid colour. Because they do have some lovely burgundies and some teals and that sort of thing. So if you wanted a solid colour for a stretch, you could mix and match those. Anyway, did I not tell you what it was? Double knitting. It's a double knit, but it's not a skinny one. I've had some 4-weight yarns that are about this thickness, Not bad at all, really. So thanks for watching. I can't remember my other announcement. I have to wait for another video. Typical. But at least I did remember some. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you like the yarn of the week, because I love it. And I'll see you on the next one. I'm going to use this soon. Do a tutorial because it's calling my name. Bye for now, everyone.